In the National Basketball Association, the decade 2010 to 2020 produced some of the most impressive individual talents the sport has ever seen. This era of basketball produced a crop of talented scorers, dynamic playmakers, and dominant two-way stars. Led by perennial superstars like LeBron James and Kevin Durant, this period created a plethora of gifted scorers. This video will analyze the best 10 NBA players of the 2010s based on their individual statistics, the success of their teams, the accolades and accomplishments they received, and their overall impact on the game during this time period. LeBron James. LeBron James is, without a shadow of a doubt, the most dominant player in the National Basketball Association throughout the 2010s. His unyielding drive, instinctive playmaking skills, and championship lineage led to 4 visits to the NBA Finals and 3 championships overall, split between the Miami Heat and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Already a 3-time NBA champion when the decade began, LeBron James added 4 more MVP titles to his collection and carried mediocre squads for the Cavaliers all the way back to the finals via pure force of will. Because of his stature, power, and skill, he was practically impossible to guard, and he concluded the decade averaging over 27 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists per game for his career. He finished the decade as the all-time leader in all 3 categories. Kevin Durant. LeBron James stood out as the most dominant player of his era. Kevin Durant emerged as a formidable adversary in the race for the title of the most dangerous offensive threat in the NBA. Durant's scoring prowess was nothing short of breathtaking, leaving spectators in awe with his seemingly effortless ability to put the ball in the basket. His offensive arsenal was a spectacle in itself, featuring an array of moves that included pull-up jumpers, step-back shots, and graceful turnarounds, all executed with remarkable ease and precision. Throughout his illustrious career, Durant consistently averaged over 27 points per game while maintaining exceptional shooting efficiency, showcasing his ability to take control of games at will. During his tenures with the Oklahoma City Thunder and the legendary Golden State Warriors, Durant added a glittering array of accolades to his name. He secured 2 NBA championships, 2 Finals MVP awards, an NBA Most Valuable Player award, and numerous scoring titles. Durant's silky smooth release made him an incredibly challenging defensive assignment, as he could launch shots over defenders with an almost hypnotic fluidity. His scoring prowess was not confined to any single facet of the game. He excelled in both mid-range and long-range shooting, making him a constant threat from anywhere on the court. Steph Curry. He has established himself as a genuine outlier by fundamentally altering the gameplay of the point guard position. Curry shattered shooting records by consistently sinking long threes at an unprecedented rate thanks to his lightning-fast release and painstaking preparation for each shot. He severely warped the defensive systems of his opponents by continuously moving off the ball and having a range that defied gravity. Curry served as the driving force behind the Golden State Warriors' strength in numbers offense, which helped propel the team to 5 consecutive finals and 3 championships. His spectacular scoring talent, which radically altered the NBA landscape, earned him 2 honors for Most Valuable Player. James Harden. He was able to show his actual expertise in creative shot creation once he assumed complete charge of the offense for the Houston Rockets and played the role of a pseudo-point guard. Harden tormented his opponents with a wide variety of advanced dribble techniques, step-backs, and floaters by employing a relentless isolation play that was propelled by an explosive first step. During his prime, he dominated the league in terms of both scoring and assists, averaging over 25 points per game, while playing at a high level of efficiency. Harden won the Most Valuable Player title by elevating below-average Rockets teams to respectability with the help of his diverse offensive arsenal and high number of shot attempts. Anthony Davis. He was able to demonstrate that he is an all-time defensive anchor and a two-way force when he was available despite the fact that injury concerns lingered. Davis swatted shots, flipped screens, and commanded the glass on both ends, thanks to his unearthly combination of size, length, leaping ability, and soft touch. He also controlled the paint, which he used to control the paint. He joined the select company of two-way superstars by displaying an increased shooting range and agile scoring moves on the offensive end of the court. Davis's skill was put on full display when he added a championship and Finals MVP award to his resume after joining forces with LeBron James on the Los Angeles Lakers. Kawhi Leonard. He has developed into one of the greatest two-way players of all time, earning the nick tag, the Claw, for his vise-like defense along the perimeter of the court. He suffocated his opponents with a lockdown man-to-man defense and used his stocky frame to punish drivers and finish through contact. His defense allowed him to suffocate his opponents. In the offensive department, Leonard refined his mid-range game to complement the takeover skills he had shown in the playoffs. After winning the championship with the Toronto Raptors in 2019, he went on to add a second ring to his collection by winning it with the Los Angeles Clippers. As one of the most influential and all-around performers in the game, Kawhi Leonard earned 2 Most Valuable Player awards in the NBA Finals, 3 Defensive Player of the Year accolades, and All-NBA honors. Russell Westbrook. He exemplified the high-motor style of basketball play by playing with a fierce level of toughness and a breakneck tempo that overpowered his opponents. He was tenacious in his attempts to finish at the rim, and he exploited his raw athleticism to finish with authority despite being fouled while doing so. Westbrook, while serving as the public face of the Oklahoma City Thunder, accomplished unparalleled statistical milestones, such as averaging a triple-double for 2 straight seasons. His passion to win shined through, despite the fact that his shot selection was inconsistent at times, and Oklahoma City advanced further into the playoffs than was anticipated in spite of the difficult opposition. Westbrook's high-octane, offensive playing style helped him win the Most Valuable Player award, which contributed to a revolution in the evaluation of advanced statistics. Christopher Paul. He is the epitome of brilliance when it comes to the little things, as he has spent the better part of a decade anchoring top defenses and optimizing offenses with his astute playmaking. Paul's uncanny court vision and lightning-fast decision-making allowed him to unlock the full potential of his teammates and help them achieve their goals by making pinpoint passes. He was an all-around floor general who blended outstanding handles, a devastating mid-range shot, and tenacious on-ball defense into a package that kept his teams in the running for championships. Despite his lack of championship success due to injury or bad luck, Paul was one of the best pure point guards in the history of the game because he always made the right moves and exemplified consistency and smarts. Blake Griffin. At the beginning of this decade, Blake Griffin solidified his reputation as one of the league's most dynamic and athletic freaks. Griffin was able to generate a large number of highlight clips thanks to his vast arsenal of acrobatic dunks that defied the laws of physics and his improved shooting prowess. He had spectacular scoring and rebounding stats with the Clippers despite the team's lack of depth by relying on his physical strength and his ability to leap. Griffin's real prime years were cut short by injuries, but he still showed all-NBA flexibility as his game became more well-rounded through ball handling, facilitating, and range shooting. Despite these setbacks, he was named to the All-NBA team. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had one of the most amazing ascents of any player in the history of basketball. He went from being an unheralded European prospect to being named MVP twice and Defensive Player of the Year. The Greek freak, who possessed a rare mix of size, speed, skill, and work ethic, appeared to add another level to his game each year. He was known for all of these qualities. Antetokounmpo has impressive perimeter abilities as a point-forward handler and shooter, in addition to his ability to dominate the paint with his length, explosiveness, and powerful drives. As the decade came to a close, he developed into an unbeatable two-way force that led to the Milwaukee Bucks winning their first championship. This previous decade in the NBA produced a variety of famous individual performers who elevated the standard for perfection. Some of these players were superstars, such as LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Others were innovators, such as Curry and Harden. Still others were well-rounded talents, such as Leonard and Davis. Their mind-boggling offensive bag of tricks, high-level playmaking, defensive instincts, and winning productivity solidified their place as some of the greatest players of all time. This golden era of extraordinary skill left a lasting impression and set the stage for what was achievable at the game's highest level of competition. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.